Hey everybody, One Wisdom here, Wednesday, October 8th, 2014. Continuing on in the seemingly never-ending quest to unbox everything. I've got a lot going on in my personal life, tons of stuff happening, and I'm getting this done as quickly as I can, kind of hard with everything going on, work, and then trying to get this stuff done. That said, I kind of went this route to get the unboxings done, then everything's free, ready to use for the playthrough. Still going to stream the game, do the co-op with my nephew, and without further ado, we're going to take a look at this guy, Bushwhack. Bushwhack is a Wave 2 Trapmaster, obviously, and currently, most importantly, he is a Life Element Trapmaster. That means you can finally access all those gates that you probably have found in the early chapters that require a life element character. Now, it's important to note, in Trap Team, if you come across an elemental gate, you can't open it up with Camo or Stealth Elf or Tree Rex. You can't go in and have Gorilla Driller or Stink Bomb do it. It has to be a Trapmaster. So in order to 100% complete just like the chapter story mode of the game, you're going to need at least one of each element of the Trapmasters. If you're not a Bushwhack fan, you can go ahead and wait out for Tough Luck. Don't know when she will be released. That said, this guy is available now, at least at Toys R Us. Price there is $16.99. Granted, as of right now, on launch week, they have the buy one, get one 40%. Therefore, you can come in, pick him up with Head Rush, Lobstar, any of the early Wave 1 releases, and kind of cash in on that sale. I think it makes the second figure like a little over $10. So not too bad of a deal, despite them marking the characters up a bit. Now, the important thing to note about Bushwhack, if you think, man, this guy is awesome, I've got to get a second one of him, you can go ahead and do that, or if you hold out, again, I don't know how long, he will actually have a legendary version. So you can see legendary Jawbreaker there, obviously counterpart to Jawbreaker. Bushwhack is the other Trapmaster that will be getting a legendary version. Blades, which is right over there. There's so many new characters here. Legendary Blades is sitting there. The other core legendary will be Deja Vu. So that said, if you really like this guy and you prefer to have a legendary, hold out and you can actually check that out, go that route, and be able to distinguish between the two and which path you took. So, as usual, you have the full 360-degree prismatic packaging. It looks awesome. It's really innovative. The only downside, it's a bit difficult to open. Right here across the side in red for easy visibility and eye-catching attention, you've got Trapmaster, the snapshot icon there to indicate that. Inset right there, you have the Ultimate Trappers. It's got a picture of Bushwhack, Life Element, Bushwhack slogan, Axe to the max. Obviously, that would make sense, would it not? Spinning him around, you can see in your hand on the portal in the game. You've got a full color version of that up top. Coming down, there is his inset box art. Other characters, you've got Whisper Elf, Sure Shot Shroom Boom, who's available now. High Five, really looking forward to that guy. He's actually the Frito-Lay Name That Skylander contest winner. Or I should say his name is the winner. It's kind of awkward, but that figure was basically going to exist, and then they opted to let fans pick the name, and who knows, the fans may have picked the name that they had in mind anyway. I don't know. That said, if, like I mentioned, you're not that into Bushwhack for some reason, and you can hold out not going in those elemental gates, Tough Luck is who you would be waiting on. Let me try and shield that light. Yeah, well, you kind of know what she looks like, so that's actually not too bad with the glare. That said, as I mentioned, the only downside to this awesomeness is the Trapmaster packaging, is that it's a little difficult to open. I'm going to turn the camera off, crack this guy open. I've developed a new strategy where I basically just come in and, break it down like that, and then I'm able to rip and get it open in that manner. It's kind of like a binding on a book. It actually opens up like a clamshell, so keep that in mind. Don't come in on this side. Come in always on the side with the packaging. So I'll turn the camera off. We'll be right back and we will take a look at Bushwhack, go over his background story, and look at those stats. And just like that, wait. I've got the packaging, but I don't have the Skylander. Actually, he's right here. Of course, I'm just messing around with you. But what I want to showcase, that I showed you my method, and I actually did what I've been doing. This is the first one that you could actually potentially reseal. I know a lot of people, for some crazy reason, like to open the Skylanders, get them out, level them, plate, It's actually a lot of times to take pictures, and then they want to put them back in the original packaging, kind of make it look OE. Not to return it, not to do anything illegal or illegitimate, but simply kind of for display purposes. Some people do that sort of a thing. The simplest way to do that would just be buy 2 figures, and you could open one and leave the other sealed, but again, that requires more money, and I guess if you've got time, this is feasible. Now, this is the cleanest break I have ever had. That either means A, I'm getting good at this, or B, this one wasn't, packaged with the same adhesive or something, which doesn't seem likely, so maybe I'm finally getting good at this. I've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't know, 6 or 7 or so under my belt, so pretty proud of myself in that regard. That said, here he is. He's just fine. No magic win a miss there. Now, what I like to do is come in, you've got this backside with the ridges, pull that down. You don't care about this bottom end. You just don't want to grab the Traptanium Max and start yanking him out that way. So I like to come in, get my hand under the base, just like Lobstar. He came out super easy. I could not be more complacent about that. So here he is. It is Bushwhack. Obviously, the thing that catches your attention, aside from maybe Oak Tree or Acorn Fanatics, is the Traptanium Max. It looks awesome. Everything behind it on my pool table looks insanely epic, especially through this translucent green. That's one of the coolest things, probably the coolest thing I've seen today. I am kind of tired, but that is pretty awesome. So, Traptanium Max, the green, it's not like a true emerald green. It's kind of a dark or lighter green. Case in point, this Life Trap from the starter pack, it's actually, to me, more of a emerald color, and this has kind of got more of like a sunshine to it, yellowy green, if you will. Obviously, that might have to do with the size and the scope, but nonetheless, it is what it is. Things to observe: he's kind of got like an acorn hat here. Could be something else. I don't know. That's what it looks like. Looks like he's actually holding, not holding, but he got like a belt maybe, holding these acorns. That, I guess, is hair. It might also be foliage. I'm not 100% sure just yet. Maybe his background story will clear that up. Looks like he's got some nice pants. I guess that's important when you're running through the forest. He's got some pads here, barefooted. I try to compliment him on safety, and then he's going barefoot through the forest. What do I know? Anyway, he's kind of got some horns going on there. I don't see that. I guess that is on the artwork there. But he's got kind of the forest colors. Green, yellow, brown, orange. It's kind of like a fall festival of Crayola here going on or something. Very interesting face and eyes. He looks very human. He's kind of one of those type characters. You've got crazy stuff, dragons, you've got the ice yetis, you've got robots, you've got undead skeletons, and then you've got someone like Chill that kind of looks human. That's kind of what he, granted, very, very foresty human here, but nonetheless, that is a present on him. Is that the Trapmaster logo? It is. That is the Trapmaster logo, so that's cool, and it is also located here. If it's on his back, it's probably underneath his hair or that foliage. Don't see it on the chest, but again, actually, the acorns are here, so that's kind of like a ammo band you'd wear. You'd keep all your rounds for a machine gun or something. The lower pads, they're actually leaves. You can pick up the detail there. You can see the detail on the leaves here, which they also kind of give the appearance of being blades, something you'd pull out and throw. More leaves there, kind of serving as the armor. Let's go ahead and read his background story, see if it makes any sense to us. Born to a race of tree elves, so apparently he's a tree elf, who were protectors of the rich Arcadian timberland. Bushwhack was supposed to be a ranger, but being the smallest of his clan, he was sent deep into the woods by the chieftain to study with Arbo. Very cool Arbo, of course. In SSA, the levels were themed. They're still, to date, my favorite game overall. Arbo kind of did like the life levels, if you will, where I played Stealth Elf and Camo and everybody. Stump Smash. But P-Bone was my personal favorite character, still is, so I'm kind of hoping he's back at some point. But Arbo, nice tie-in there. So he was sent to study with Arbo, known for helping the Skylanders rebuild the Core of Light. Props on the reference to SSA. That's basically what they did in Skylander Spyro's Adventure. The tree spirit looked beyond Bushwhack's size, and seeing that he had the heart of a warrior taught him many secrets. Which would be pretty hilarious because Arbo, as you should know, has quite the unique voice. Arbo even gifted him with an enchanted axe. I'm debating doing an impression of Arbo. I'm not quite breathing 100% right, so it may not sound like I hoped it would, but I'll think about it. So he got the enchanted axe. So when a legion of lumberjack trolls, which again, that kind of sounds SSA-ish, lumberjack trolls, invaded the forest and overpowered the elves, it was Bushwhack who set out to stop them. Drawing out the trolls, he used his enchanted axe and knowledge of the forest to capture them and destroy their tree-cutting machines. Afterward, Bushwhack not only was made a ranger, but a Skylander. As part of the trap team, he now uses his Traptanium axe to whack evil wherever it grows. So pretty cool story there. I like that it tied in with SSA. Arbo, the Core of Light, had a nice little group of instances there, so very, very nice. And again, Arbo basically would have given him the axe, and I'm not going to do it. Actually, I'm still not breathing quite well. I was around someone, sadly, who was smoking an electronic cigarette, and those things smell nasty. It was outdoors, but it's still horrible. So that kind of killed me. I was doing well yesterday, or early Tuesday, and then that's kind of screwed up my Tuesday night and Wednesday. Once again, I don't like secondhand smoke, and I bet Bushwhack doesn't either, because he's a Skylander, a good guy, and probably knows the difference between what smells good and what does not. So, very cool background story. In addition to the figure, you get a stat card and a sticker sheet. The sticker sheet you can see right here. That is the artwork. You can put that on your poster, your Power-A stackable tackle box, whatever you need. There's the name tag to do the same thing with QR code and web code just below that. Chase McCain is hidden. You can't necessarily see all of him, but if you pay attention, you can probably locate him. Bushwhack right here. Power, 220 of 250. That's impressive. Armor, 70 of 250. Speed and agility, 180 of 250. And luck, 50 of 250. Add all that up, out of a potential 1,000, we have got 290, 390, 470, 520, if my math is correct. 520 out of 1,000. How does this compare to what's actually in the game box stock? Max health, 290. Speed, 60. So, you know, do your little intervals, if you will. Critical hit, 60. Armor, 18. And then elemental power, 39. So that's another interesting little tidbit there. They appear to be higher than 25, and some are higher than the others. So I'm going to have to check that out when I introduce them. That said, we've pretty well covered everything for Mr. Bushwhack here. Again, Axe to the Max is the slogan. Life Element Trap Master. You've got to have him, Legendary Bushwhack, or Tough Luck to open up the special gates inside Skylanders Trapped. And they're not really special, they're just elemental gates that just so happen to require a Traptanium weapon or a Trap Master Skylander to access. So keep that in mind. Again, he was very well stocked when I was in there yesterday. Toys R Us got the jump on other retailers. If you don't have one nearby and you don't want to go online, they should be hitting other retailers pretty soon. So just kind of bear with it and try to hold out as best you can. That said, Bushwhack, $16.99. I found him at Toys R Us. He had plenty of companions there on the pegs with him. So check that out if you have not already. For myself and Bushwhack, we will catch you back here for the next unboxing. If you're not subscribed, you need to do that right now before you get the axe from Bushwhack. Why? Tons of Skylanders Trap Team content coming your way. Tons of other cool stuff. Minecraft, Mario Kart. Got a lot of stuff in the pipeline for you. That said, you can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Similarly, if you like this video, hit that button. But more importantly, if you like the video and you consider yourself to be one of the kind of a hardcore or serious Portal Master, you really take the game seriously, you like collecting, you'd like to connect with other like-minded people, I encourage you to check out the Skylander Club forum. It's a little site I set up. Kind of to help me archive what was on my personal site a little bit better, group it, make it indexed, search a little bit easier. But at the same token, it will allow other people to connect. You can buy, sell, and trade Skylanders. You can swap strategies. You can debate who's the best Skylander. We can set up polls and run poll battles. All kinds of cool stuff. It is all Skylander. It is all a good time. I encourage you to check it out. SkylanderClub.com/forum is where you can find the action. If you don't follow me on Twitch, and you are on Twitch, I invite you to do that. I will be live streaming the entire game from the Xbox One. Obviously, getting these guys unboxed is a step in the right direction. They will work on the portal, but it's just cooler for me if I have them loose. So that said, for myself and Bushwhack, we're going to end this. I'll come back in, and we will probably... We'll probably go ahead and do Head Rush. I think we'll do that and then Wallop. So I'll get both Earth Trap Masters slated for the axe next. Once again, thanks for watching, and I will catch you back here next time.